Yes! Welcome back, team. So tonight we're going to be going through something which I dearly hold very, very dear to my heart as a part of martial arts. Is all about movement. Movement. I say again. Movement. I have to say this. When I started the martial arts many years ago, learn the fundamentals was one thing. Learn the advanced techniques is another. But unless you can move, forget it. I really mean that sincerely. There are different types of rhythm, different types of movement, but the martial artist is able to take all that information in and make it become a part of who they are. If you can throw techniques and move fluid-like, that's half the job. In fact, in my own personal experience when I was competing, the movement is what took me from being an intermediate grade to an advanced black belt grade. It's those key timings and movements that make the difference in any fight, okay? So it's a big thing. You'll notice beginners especially always fight in straight lines. So whenever it's probably worth watching and observing me teach a beginner class. You will always see beginners, especially when it comes to sparring, they fight on a straight line, they go back in a straight line, they attack in a straight line, they go back in a straight, and it's just a natural way of starting out. So what I want to do today is show you all the different movements, and I want you to practice them in your own time, but practice them like in rounds. So when I was training up for the Worlds, it wasn't uncommon for me to do a 3, a 4, or a 5-minute round, and it would just be on footwork. It would just be on head movement. It would just be on getting my skills honed, that when I moved it was graceful. Because the more graceful you move, the easier to do the technique and outsmart your opponent. So I'm going to show you the fundamental movements I believe you should practice. The most basic one, stepping forward, number 1. How we do that? You can spring into it. Notice front leg always moves first, back leg follows, okay? To go back leg first, front leg follows. To create power, I put all my weight on that front leg. I really want to get destructive power. But these are different emphases and different styles do it in different ways. So going forward and back, really important. The hands. As long as they're above my eyeballs, because my knockout points are up here, we're cool. If we're at distance, my hands can be like this. When we get closer, they have to be tighter. But at distance, I can still block any kind of kick that's coming through. So 1, 2, sideways. If I want to go this way, as a rule of thumb, the nearest leg moves first, the other one follows to re-establish your balance. To go that way, nearest leg that way. So these are the basics. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would drill this. What do you want, Mr. Policeman? Lord Jesus Christ, it's a proper policeman. It's one of those kind of cars that you can't see there. Anyway, getting off subject, going back to it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it in one stance, switch stance, do the other stance as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3-minute rounds, yeah? Next movement, after you've done your basic 1, 2, 3, 4, the lateral movements, the next one, to me, is actually back corner movement. So if I'm on the center line here, and I want to come off that line, so I keep that, imagine that line is there, my front leg will go to the back corner, and then I'll pull across. The line is over here. I'm now off the line. That movement to me is a really important movement. So just gliding across. Some people do it with a jump. But for me, I like fluidity. So I could be sparring with someone. Put my leg to the back corner and slide across, yeah? So that's, I'd say, number 5. If I switch stance, number 6 is the opposite. Yeah, practice. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, and 6, okay? Moving forward. This one, 7 and 8, very seldomly used. In fact, This movement alone, you're off balance. That's why you don't use it. You're vulnerable. If you're off balance, you're out of power, you can get hurt. This is oh dear land. You know what I mean? I need to get out of here because I'm in trouble. So if I'm with someone and I need to move quickly, I can move across. It works better when you pivot. So if you pivot and then cross over your feet, now you can work it. As long as you get out of the way of the attack, we're happy. But don't do it too often because you are vulnerable moving across like that. So crossing over your legs, establish your base, switch stance, cross over your legs. So we're doing opposite rules. Something I didn't explain to you a second ago. When you come forward, like this, you know, the standard 1-2. In judo, it's the other way around. So they don't step with their front leg first. They step with their back leg first. And they land. So their weight is there, ready for the throw. So it's a slightly different emphasis. So the movement is that. Oh, sorry, can we do it again? Back leg, then front, boom. I had to drill this over and over when I started judo, which was the complete opposite of what I've learned. And then they practice how to turn, but that's a whole new subject for a day. Right now we're talking about kickboxing. So, going back to it, already established. Forward, back, side to side, back corner, 1, back corner, 2. Cross over. Oh, before you cross over the other way, switch stance, cross over, yeah? So those are the kind of real fundamentals you've really got to master. Now we've got ones that are super, super advanced, which I highly recommend when you've got those mastered. And only play with it if you're confident with it, because it leaves you exposed again. I'm going to show you them, okay? If someone is coming straight line, and my front leg steps across here, and now I'm able to spin and hit. So this has to be with timing. I'll be with the person, they show me a pattern. They may come with a front kick. They may come with a jab, but I know that's what they're going to do. I don't anticipate the punch. I see the body movement, the shoulders, the eyes that tell me. And I know the next time he comes with that straight line technique, boom, I'm going to turn here. So my front leg goes across, my back is exposed, that's the dangerous part. But I'm now able to spin and hit. Whether it be a back kick, spinning kick, it's quite useful. So stepping across with my front leg to hit the person. Incidentally, when you step across like this, it needs to be an over-exaggerated movement. Really step so you're out of range just in case. So stepping across and turning can be done in both stances. This front leg all the way over here. Boom, to hit, yeah? The other type of spinning movement is using your back leg. I learned this one from Simon Lewis. Not many people know Simon Lewis. Simon Lewis, to me, at the time when we were doing our thing, was one of the best kickboxers I'd experienced in my lifetime. I was lucky enough to train with him, and myself, Simon Lewis, Darren Eli, all of us trained in the London Predators with Curtis Page, and his son Michael Page was up and coming, and Michael just took all this information from all of us and turned it to completely different. Michael's movement is exceptional. The reason why his movement is exceptional, his dad used to spar with him in a garage, and Michael had to move out the way, and his dad was really good at doing the axe kick. So the movement of Michael is extraordinary. To get the timing, the movement is, if you've never seen Michael Page, just type in Michael Page and you'll see those are highlight reels of his movement. It is extraordinary. So the backways spin is, instead of me stepping across, I use my back leg to kick to the back corner and turn out. It's really, really weird. So if the person's, I know they're coming in straight line, I'm here, I kick it out, boom, I turn, now we're ready to go. Very vulnerable, but if you pull it up, it's very cool as well. I found it quite useful because the spin took you out of range as well. But it depends on the referee. If the referee doesn't like you turning your back, that's an issue. So you can spin out this way. You switch stance, obviously. Spin out the other way. So if I was you, as a drill, we're just talking about footwork, practice all the different ones. I haven't gone through how to pivot, how to rock back, so watch with me. To pivot, we always turn 90 degrees. Yeah? 90 degrees. I want to keep my stance. Keep my stance. Keep my stance. Rocking back in a Thai boxing fashion would be you drop your front hand and you move your body out of the way of the kick or the punch, and then you get back in. Thai boxing isn't about so much moving around, more about having a strong base underneath you and fading just a little bit to connect real power. So we talked about all different movements. At the end there, particular, I went through how to pivot, how to rock back. If it was more of a kickboxing fashion, you'll see this. Problem with this is still exposed. You just got to think, anytime someone does this, this leg is still here if you're allowed to hit it. From an MMA perspective, I can pick it up and grab it and do lots of things. So worth knowing. And from a self-defense perspective, if you watch a lot of street fights, like I do because it's my job to, you'll see people, because they're trying to get away from the punch, destroy that leg. Someone does this to you and you have no choice, boom. Anyway, food for thought, lots to think about. I hope this insight to movement gives you an idea of how important it is to be able to make it as natural as possible and then link it with all the techniques that you've learned so far. We've gone through all the basic techniques. We did jab, cross, we've done push kick, we've done side kick, we've done rotational, so hook punch, uppercut, round kick and axe kick. Those are all the fundamental techniques. Now we needed the movements. Once you've got those established, we've gone to advanced techniques, but put it with the movements. So drill, because we're going to end on this note, drill, move in and start off with the basics. I can move, basics. I can move, basics. I can move forward. You'd be surprised how many people struggle moving forward and just doing a simple technique. Anyway, you to play with that. I've gone way over talking. Have a great time. See you all soon. Take care for now.